for all my haters out there, look at my shirt. Oh, isn't it cute? Loves it. You know what it says on it? It says shut up. Maybe you should do that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Piper. Welcome to our channel once again. Today I'm going to be talking about like the best thing of my life. So if you want to continue watching, I suggest you click that subscribe button down below just so you can have more videos of me, because why not? Follow me on Instagram. Look at that feed though. Look at that feed. It's slang. I literally can't see it, but I know it's here. I know my theme isn't Tumblr, but just appreciate it. It's here. Follow, and I'll follow you back, most likely. Okay, so what I'm talking about today is this festival called Amplify. It's this festival that happens once a year that all YouTubers go to, and it's great. And I've never been before, and I went this year because guess who was there? Can you guess? Freaking Kian Lawley. So I was like, yes, I'm gonna pay $1 million just to see my husband. So I got the tickets a couple months ago. Shout out to my sister Darian. Tell you off paying for them, honey. Yes. It was amazing, and I want to tell you about it today. So let me just tell you how the day went. I woke up. I was chilling. I took 4 hours to get ready. Here are some pictures of my face. Like, you know, my makeup wasn't too bad. I liked it. So, can we keep this in mind that my hair looks pretty good, and then I'll show you pictures after, and it doesn't look good, and I'm gonna commit. Shout out to my best friend Hunter. She bought me this shirt. Okay, this is Kian Lawley designed this shirt, and it was at the merch table, and my whole plan was I'm gonna buy the shirt, and when I meet him, he's gonna sign it. We didn't get time, but I'll tell you about that later. So we leave at like around 12 because my session, so it was the meet and greets first, and then it was the show. So there was 4 or 5 meet and greet sessions, and I was the last one. I was D, there was 4. So my session time started at 3 and it ended at 4. Ended up ending at 5. I don't know why. I think it was just because it just took a really long time. By the way, this festival show performance thing was held at Luna Park in Sydney. So I was really confused because like the last time I went there I was 10, so I didn't really know where I was going. I was like, wonder where everything's gonna be held. I didn't know. We met like this chick. Her name was like Taylor or something. I don't know. We met her. She was like, love Katie, and I'm like, same. And she's like, I love you. I'm like, okay. And anyway, no, I connected with her because she's a 21 Parts fan. I'm like, same though. So we're lining up. We got these wristbands. Without the check, just like these wristbands, just so this is like our meet and greet session. So we're lining up to get the shirts, and then this girl comes over, and it's like this like woman, and she's like, if everyone's going for the last meet and greet session, you need to go like now, like you need to like the line starting now. You don't have to come now, but you have to like start lining up. So like, oh no, we'll have plenty of time. We can join the line later, and we'll get our shirts first. And then we're like halfway through the line. The line went for ages, and went like around this whole room. And I turned around to the people behind us, and I was like, oh, have you guys met them yet? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay. I was like, my sessions are gonna start now, but I don't want to miss out. And she's like, you know, you need to go now. I was considering like her giving her my money and like getting her to buy the shirt, but she was like, no, the merch table's gonna be open for another 2 hours, like another 2 hours after the meet and greet. So I'm like, okay. She's like, you need to go now, or at 3 o'clock on the doors will close. And I'm like, shit. And then so me and my friend Lisa were running. We weren't running, we were just walking really fast, so like we were wondering where it was. And it was like in this secret entrance, like we had to go through the Dodgem cars and go up all these stairs and stuff. And we line up, like we start lining up, and it's upstairs, and it's this whole concrete slab roof. And just imagine people going like this, like it was a snake of like people like this. There was probably around like 200 people there. That's really wants to like connect with people, and if not be friends with them, just like I like smiling at people and like receiving a smile, but everyone seemed pretty judgmental, and I was like, okay. So we were chilling, me and my friend Alyssa. I bought this portable charger because I'm like, we're going to be on our phones the whole day taking pictures in between the show and the meet and greet. And I got money and I went to go buy this charger. So I bought it. It was lit. I charged it. I didn't charge it overnight because I needed to charge my phone, which is stupid of me because I should have just like not. But I charged it for like 5 hours one day, plugged it out, and the next day charged it for another 4. So I was like, that should be enough charge. The charger was red. Like when you plugged it in, it was red. So I'm like, oh, maybe if it goes green or if the light goes off, that means that it's charged. So when I was packing my bag, when I was leaving, there was no more red light. So I was like, okay, like that's ready to go. And then in the car, I see if it worked, and it worked perfectly. When we were lining up, my friend Alyssa was on her phone like the whole time. Lol. Her phone was on like 37% or something, and then she charged it and it wasn't charging. It charged for like 3 seconds and it kept on shutting on and off, and I was like, and she's like, it's not my cord, it's not my cord. I'm like, honey, is it sure? And so the charger that I bought didn't even work. So by the end of the night, my phone died. So that was really great. We had this mum and daughter behind us. They weren't talking, but then we had these 3 girls that were behind them, and they were amazing. They were so funny. We were like talking the whole time. We were like chilling with them. It was so fun. When the show came, they ended up having to go to the back because one of them couldn't breathe properly. So like, I'll tell them all about that later. But we were like chilling with them. We took selfies with them. I'll put a selfie here. Shout out to you girls if you guys watch this video. I'll tag you guys on Instagram. And so then we all of a sudden, like I was sitting down, then all of a sudden I see people move. I've never gotten up so fast in my life. I was so excited. I got up. I was like, holy crap. Holy crap. Everyone starts to move in. Everyone's walking. Everyone's running. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna freaking die. Oh my god. Go inside. And then my friend, like oh my god. So we're inside, and then there was this white wall thing, and they were on the other side of this like material like that, like it's on the back of all the photos, which you'll be able to see in the photos coming up soon. So we go there and we're all lining up in the same position but just in another room, and my friend Alyssa starts saying, oh my god, Kian and JC are on the other side of that wall, like this thin paper, like they're right on the other side. And I just started crying. I lost it. And I was like, oh my god, I was like, far out. I started crying. I was all over the shop. I had to pull myself together. Real fast. So we were talking, we were having a great time. We waited there for probably the next hour. And it was so slow. And it was probably about 10 minutes until I was going to meet them. I was near the front of the line. I saw Kian's foot. And I started crying. I'm not even kidding. I hate myself. I was waiting in the line, and he was like waiting for the next person to come through, which was my friend, and he looks me right in the eye, and I was like, holy crap. And I was like, oh crap, oh my god, oh my god. And like I wanted to say so many things to him. I just want to be like, oh my god, I love you. And I wanted to be myself. I wanted to be outgoing and stuff. But I did like the opposite. I was so quiet, and I was really like, oh. So I've got pictures here. I'm going to move over a little bit. I'm going to display pictures here. Basically, we had this person that took pictures. I was like, she was the one that's taking photos through the whole way. And there was a couple of them, and they were all rotating with everyone. And so I had this phone case, right? So just keep that in mind. So I walk up to them, and I'm like shaking. And Kian and JC are looking in another direction, and they don't even notice I'm there. And then like the woman's like, okay, there's someone here. And then Kian's like, oh well. He was like, I felt like Kian, since we were the last group, I felt like Kian and JC, they were really just worn out, and they were just sort of like over it. So it was a bit disappointing that they were like a little bit like not as happy. But like, and not as like, in their Snapchats and stuff, it looks like they're really like having a good time, but that was all with the earlier groups. So I was a bit disappointed, but I was still really happy to see them. So I hugged Kian and I started to cry, but I was like starting like that, and I was like, and then every time I hugged JC, he was just seeing my crying face because I always hug Kian first. So I hugged JC and I started crying. I was like, no, I gotta pull myself together. Hugging JC, look at Kian's face. He's like, oh, because he was talking to me. So I sat down and he noticed my phone case because the woman was holding it like this, and Kian was like, oh, I'm on your phone, like, he said it in his cute, like, weird voice that he does. He's like, I'm on your phone case. And I'm like, yeah. In this picture, this was a really cute picture because he was looking at me and I was starting to look at him, but so my face is all weird. But I was like, I don't even know what I said. I think I was like, yeah. And I think that's what I said. I'm like, he's like, I'm on it. And I'm like, yeah. Well, I didn't even really speak. But then Kian had his hand around my back, and JC had his hand over my shoulder. And we just took a smiling picture. And as you can see in the pictures here, Kian and I are really close together. I was just standing, I was in the middle, and Kian put his like out face were like this close together, It like was, I could feel his warmth. It was amazing. I like died. And then I felt like JC looks really awkward. He's just like, that was amazing. I was just like, shit. And I was like, I look so bad. Like, guys, can we just highlight the fact that I look so bad in that picture? Like, my hair's supposed to be like on top of my head all flowy and cute, but no, it's all at the back and weird. I get it from the picture and I start crying, and I'm like, to Kian, I was like, can I have another hug? And I start crying, and he's like, yeah, sure. And he hugs me. He's like, I love you. And I was like, I love you too. And then I hug JC, and then JC's like, oh, don't cry. And then I just like, in this picture, like, I'm showing all pictures, I don't even know what I'm doing. But then, as you can see, I'm like starting to cry as I walk away. But I think that was the most amazing. Like, I got to meet my husband. I got to meet someone that I've been wanting to meet for 4 years, and it's amazing. It's so good, and I just loved. It was so weird hearing their accents in like real life, because online it doesn't seem like a big deal, but in real life you're like, crap, it's weird. And seeing Kian in the like an actual person, it's like weird. It's so weird. Next person I go to see is Trevor Moran. Love him, but since I was crying, my picture looked so bad, and he could tell that I was like freaking over them. And he was like, oh, I love your nose ring. And I'm like, oh, thanks. And then I took a picture with him, and he's like, I love you. And I'm like, I love you too. Tide Levi. I love Tide. I look a bit ratchet in the picture, but I absolutely love him. He's my age, so I'm just like, hit me up. I love Jamie. She was like, she complimented me on my hair. She's like, oh my god, your hair is gorgeous. I'm like, thank you. And we took a picture, and it was so cute. Then I met Andrea. I love Andrea, but I'm not a big fan of her because of the whole Kian and her situation. But I do, and she looked cute. I liked it. She's like, oh, I love your outfit. And I'm like, thanks. And she's like, you're so pretty. I'm like, oh, thanks. We got our shirts, and we go to get something to eat. What the heck is this? The show was amazing. So we had My Life as Ava. She was DJing. She was like getting turned, and we were all dancing. We were having a great time. It was like the lights were shining and stuff. And Andrea and Jamie did a game, and we had like people got pulled up from the audience, and we did all this fun stuff. Kian and JC, they did this really. I've got some pictures. There's some professional pictures here that have been taken. They were doing like this deck of cards, and you had to pull them out, like just one of their typical like videos, but just with a twist. And JC lost the games, and he got all the water poured on him. It was amazing. I loved it. They were so cute. I died. Tide's and Tyler's performance were my favorites. It was just absolutely amazing. Just to sum it up, it was like an amazing show. So it was amazing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I totally recommend going to Amplify Live. It's absolutely amazing. If you want to see more pictures in detail, don't forget to, again, to follow me on Instagram because I'm going to be posting them. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below anything you want at all, any of your thoughts. And I will see you guys next week with a brand new video. Bye. Bye.